And goddesses have council. This is where they spend time. It is very, very, very sacred to them. Okay? Sacred is the key word. Okay.
What was the name of that tree?
World tree. World tree. Okay? Think big. First we have Odin. And I forgot him. I do not know how to pronounce these.
Woden and Wotan.
That's what I was thinking, but I did not want to assume. He is the father of the gods and goddesses. And his strength is wisdom, learning, and knowledge. And as we'll see, a lot of our days of the week comes from the Norse gods. I have not found Monday, Saturday, or Sunday, but I have found the rest.
Monday is moon. Saturday is from the Greek Saturn.
Okay.
And Sunday is from the sun.
Okay. That's not on your test. Thank you, Dr. Gray. So this is how his name came to be Wednesday. Odin, let's see. You need to remember that he is the father of the gods. Okay? Thor. He is also known as Donar and the Thunderer. The popular belief is that he ousted Odin. And when we talked about Percy Jackson, it's different with the Greek gods, because that would have never happened. He is the most barbaric, and it's interesting that his chariot is drawn by 2 goats. For such a big guy, his chariot is drawn by 2 goats. Now, we don't know how big they are, but goats. And his day, or Thursday, comes from his name, and it is very sacred to Thor. And you need to remember that he is the Thunderer. Freya, is that how you say it? Okay. She is the goddess of love and beauty. She is also a warrior goddess. In the Norse gods, they have symbols that represent them, and the cat is her symbol, and we get Friday from her. And you need to remember that she is the goddess of love and beauty. She's pretty. This is twin brother. My bad. He's a boy. He is the horned god of fertility. He is also known as King of the Elves. As you can see, the boar is his sacred symbol. The boar represents daybreak. And he is also considered to be the god of success. Now you understand that people in the Norse religion and daily life believe that there is some god, that the reason it's raining is there's some god that's doing it. If their crops fail, there is some god that's responsible for that. And so this is why they were so important. Okay? For him, I don't think, but we'll go over if you have any questions. Is this Tyr?
Tyr.
Tyr, okay. He's the god of war and lawgiver of the gods. And Tuesday came from his name. Now, to go along with him, he sacrifices his hand so that he can capture this wolf, because it's been running around and causing a lot of trouble. And so it shows that he's not only a god of war and a lawgiver, but he has some compassion to do that so that that wolf could be captured. Loki. It's really funny. There's a kid named Loki on our school bus. And I wanted to talk to him to see if that's how he got his name. But he is known as the trickster. Remember that. He likes to challenge the structure and order of the gods. He is known as the god of fire. And he spawns the worst monsters on the face of the earth. That's his job. Okay? Heimdall Okay? He's the guardian of the rainbow leading to Asgard. Asgard is like Mount Olympus. Okay? And he signals that the great Ragnarok is coming, and that is, Ragnarok is their word for destruction. Kind of like when you get into religion, one of the prophets that will signal the destruction of, but we won't get into that. Just a sideshow. Okay? And you need to remember that he's guardian of the rainbow. Ooh. Okay, Scotty? Scotty?
Scaldy.
Scaldy.
That K is a sk.
Oh, okay. She is the goddess of the winter and the hunt. And she is goddess of righteousness, anger, justice, and vengeance. How many of you like to have that goddess on your side? And her symbol is the bear. Okay. Frigga? She is Odin's wife, and she is considered the mother of all and the protector of children. You need to remember that she is the mother of all. Okay. The Norns. I like these guys, these girls. They are equivalent to the Greek fates, and they determine the destinies of the gods and man. And it is their job to maintain the world tree. One that I see I don't have is Hel, H-E-L. And she is the goddess of the afterlife. She is, let's see. Can't believe I forgot her. Just a second. She is the goddess of the dead and the afterlife. And she is portrayed by them to be half dead and half alive. Okay? She can be helpful in times of need, but vengeful upon those who transgress her or transgress the natural law. Make sure. Okay. Mount Olympus is where the gods rest. In Norse, they have Asgard where they reside, and then they have a place where they go to when they die. Does anybody know what that place is? It begins with a big V. Valhalla. That's where when they die, they want to go there. It's like wanting to go to heaven, that's where they want to go when they die. So you're going to need to know, and I've got it wrong in here, just remember Valhalla. Okay? And you remembered that, okay, you got that. So here, now we have the end of our Greeks and gods and goddesses. We are going to do a little fun activity. Okay. You're A, you're B. You're A, you're B, you're A, you're B. Okay, and we got all the A's over here and all the B's over here. You're probably a B. Okay. You're the B team. Okay, for the A team. You can choose which one you each have to have one. Okay? You're going to be Norse goddesses. Okay? You can have your choice of Greek goddess and goddesses. Okay? Okay. Now what we're going to do with this,
Do you each pick one?
you each pick one, yes. I want you to take about 5 minutes, and I want you to think about and read the information about the god or goddess that you chose of your particular sect. Okay? Now normally, I would give time for research so that somebody could, or so that the student could find out more about these gods and goddesses, but as such, you have a little bit of information. Once you get done after about 5 minutes, we are going to choose which god is the best. And that's going to be done by debate. This team goes against one of this. You would go against Mark as an example, and you would have 2 minutes to tell why your god is the best. You would have the same time, Mark, just to tell why your god is the best. And then you would have 30 seconds for rebuttal, you would have 30 seconds for rebuttal, and that's it. Okay? Then we would go through with the other 2 pairs. Okay? So fight for your god or goddess. Okay, so that we can see who's the best, and then we'll move on with that. Okay, you've got 5 minutes. You're going to read about your god and or goddess. Okay? And then you're going to have to defend that god or goddess that you have, compared to the Norse gods, of which one is better.